everyone! So, in this section, I want to talk about gender and sexuality with the title Unveiling the Layers of Gender, Sexuality, and LGBTQ plus Rights, Challenges, Discrimination, and the Pursuit of Equality. I use two theories in this discussion. The first theory is by Kimberly Crenshaw, intersectionality theory. Crenshaw emphasizes the importance of considering the interconnectedness between race, gender, and social class in analyzing discrimination and injustice. And the second theory is by Simone de Beauvoir, existential feminism. Through her works, including The Second Sex, she explores how society constructs gender and how gender differences create inequality. Okay, in these discussions about gender discrimination, personal experiences often come to light. Have you ever faced unfair treatment solely due to gender differences? Or been directed because of your gender? For instance, stereotypes dictate that women should excel at cooking, while men are expected to exhibit strength. However, these gender-based stereotypes lead to discrimination. Women might face barriers in job applications, such as in professions like policing, where nearly 100% of recruits are male, while women have limited representation. Such experiences shed light on the complex nature of gender-based biases and their impact on various aspects of life. Gender and sexuality issues, particularly gender discrimination, remain prevalent globally, including in Indonesia. The patriarchal societal structure often marginalizes and subordinates women, limiting their opportunities in public sphere. Despite the emergence of women's movements, there are still significant barriers preventing full gender equality. Discrimination based on gender continues to restrict women's freedom and participation in society, highlighting the need for further progress and societal change to ensure equal rights and opportunities for all genders. The patriarchal system in Indonesia, while still deeply rooted, presents significant challenges in the struggle for better gender equality. Concrete steps and collective efforts from all layers of society are necessary to address this issue and ensure that women have equal opportunities in every aspect of life. In the context of gender and sexuality, women can demonstrate their existence through 4 strategies: overcoming the stigma of domestic work by being active outside the home, showing intellectual freedom, becoming agents of change in society, and rejecting societal perceptions. This proves that women can surpass existing gender and sexuality stereotypes to express their existence beyond these limitations. The importance of education for women continues to be an issue, despite increased access to education, especially in urban areas. There remains a gender gap in access to quality education for women in several rural regions. However, in this context, the awareness among women in Indonesia remains low because indirectly, they conform to the patriarchal system. This is evident in instances where women believe that their primary role should revolve around household tasks, like cooking and washing, which reinforces these views within the female community. Moreover, women often perceive that a career-oriented woman belittles men, fearing that confusing on their careers might hinder their chances of finding a partner, as men might feel inferior. The societal ideal is that women marry at the age of 21, but many people, including women themselves, consider being unmarried at the age or older as something inferior. It's not uncommon for unmarried women at this age to face questions from married friends about their marriage plans, even though these women are actually focused on their careers. Therefore, there's a crucial need for awareness among women regarding these issues. Not only gender differences, but discrimination can also occur within the same gender. among women and among men. In this context, we can observe the differences between tomboyish and feminine women. More feminine women often face pressure to meet beauty standards or specific behaviors that align with traditional female images. They might experience discrimination from other women who feel that their way of dressing or behaving doesn't align with the expected norms of a tough woman figure. On the other hand, tomboyish women can also face discrimination, especially because they tend to challenge traditional expectations of how women should behave or appear. They might be considered less feminine and could face pressure from other women who feel they don't conform to established norms. In many societies, there are expectations and norms regarding how a man should behave, especially in terms of masculinity defined by gender stereotypes. Men who might exhibit interests or behaviors considered feminine by society can become targets of discrimination or harassment. Discrimination against men labeled as effeminate creates social pressure for them to adhere to rigid norms of masculinity, limiting their expression and often resulting in stigma and ostracization within society. This is a form of internal discrimination that inhibits individual freedom and diversity in gender expression. Changing internal perspectives and embracing diversity within identities will be crucial steps towards equality and acceptance in various forms. It's important to realize that every individual has the right to express themselves according to their identity and interests without being labeled or treated in a demeaning manner. Changes in societal views towards inclusive gender perspectives and acceptance of diversity in gender identities are crucial steps towards a fairer and more inclusive society for all individuals. And discrimination is also present among the LGBTQ community. The freedom of sexual rights for LGBTQ+ individuals refers to the right to express their gender identity and sexual orientation without discrimination or pressure from society or existing laws. This includes the right to love, form relationships, and express themselves according to their identity without fear or stigma, discrimination, or violence. However, in many countries and societies, the sexual rights of LGBTQ+ individuals are often ignored or even hindered. Discrimination against individuals based on sexual orientation or gender identity often takes the form of legal prohibitions. Social exclusion, violence, or inequality in basic rights such as access to marriage, parenting, or healthcare. Promoting freedom of sexual rights for LGBTQ+ individuals involves creating an inclusive environment, accepting diversity in gender identities and sexual orientations, and removing legal and social barriers that limit their basic rights. And this is a crucial step toward a fair and inclusive society for all individuals, regardless of their sexual orientation or gender identity. So, for the conclusion is, the discourse on gender, sexuality, and LGBTQ+ rights shed light on pervasive biases and barriers entrenched within societal structures. Gender discrimination, stereotypes, and societal norms confine individuals, limiting their freedoms and opportunities. Both women and men face pressures to conform to traditional roles, and discrimination exists not only between genders but within them as well, impacting tomboyish and feminine women and men labeled as effeminate. The LGBTQ+ community encounters legal and societal impediments, hindering their basic rights. Embracing diversity, challenging stereotypes, and advocating for inclusivity and equal opportunities are crucial steps toward a fairer society. Overcoming internal biases, societal norms, and legal inequalities is essential to create environments where everyone can express themselves freely and access equal rights, fostering a world of genuine acceptance and equity for all. So that's all for today. Thank you for watching this video. See you next time. Bye bye.